Hello, my name is James Kim. I'm the CIO of Rustic Americana, and this is a technology management report for Rustic Americana. I'd like to start with a profile for our company. We're a subsidiary of Largo Corporation, and we're a retailer of American themed arts and crafts. We specialize in direct marketing and sales through a call center. We also have a website that conducts e-commerce business. Uh, we do have a brick and mortar store, and we do direct mail cataloging. One great strength of our company is that we have all our stuff in one location, including our warehouse, our order fulfillment center, shipping, corporate management, operations, and the call center. They're all in one central location. Our product line is unique. We feel we have a strong, eye-catching direct mail catalog business, but we have seen recent decline in sales. I'm the new CIO, and I'm looking to make changes to improve our company. You can see an issues matrix of three main issues that I've encountered while studying our company. The first weakness involves weak leadership, and our weak leadership is not utilizing best practices. This has led to negative employee perceptions. You can see the specific descriptions and examples of these types of problems. I've also shown potential solutions, staff that may be able to work on these problems, and priorities. The second set of issues deals with the value of technology assets not being appreciated by our leadership. You can see in the description that we do not have a CRM system in place. We don't have an ERP system in place. And we seem to not appreciate keeping our technology systems up to date. And you can see potential solutions here and the people who can work on those problems. You can see that this is a very high priority. All of these items are high priority. The last item deals with inefficient and outdated technology infrastructure. You can see this list is quite long, and a lot of our systems are outdated. We don't use wireless. Our network infrastructure is outdated and not very responsive. Also, our call management system, when customers call in, it hasn't been reliable. You can see the potential solutions, the staff, and you can see here the priority. It ranges through all three levels. So I've reduced the weaknesses to three main weaknesses. The first, weak leadership. Second, misunderstandings of the value and role of IT assets. And lastly, ineffective and outdated technology assets. Some best practices for strong IT strategic planning involve the following: a business strategy focus, swiftly strategizing, being agile and nimble in strategy planning, and having not short-term or long-range goals, but aiming for midterm strategy goals. comprehensive and specific, measurable success, and our IT strategic planning must tie into our corporate vision. And our planning frequency based on business demands. We must submit to the needs and desires of our business demands first. So enterprise architecture is an essential part of best practices. And the first step for that is creating awareness. And then committing to the EA as committing to EA. And then creating the management foundation for EA development and use. Developing initial EA versions, complete end user and initial EA versions for target results. Expanding and evolving the EA and its use for institutional transformation. And lastly, continuously improving the EA and its use to achieve corporate optimization. Leadership is quite important, and there are 6 qualities and actions effective leaders must have. Realistic acceptance of complexity and difficulty of job, direct and even-handed conflict resolution, ability to see from others' perspectives, the ability to utilize available helping resources effectively, setting measurable, clearly defined objectives, and thinking in terms of assets and liabilities. You can see here one of the best practices recommendations is to utilize the ITIL service lifecycle. And you can see here the steps for the service lifecycle. This lifecycle works with constant feedback from customers and being critical as a service providing organization, being introspective and critical of our level of service is a part of this life cycle. You can see a dashboard here, which is another recommendation to keep track of our organization's performance. And more specifically, keeping track of our IT department's costs, expenditures, how much of a return we're getting for those costs. And another essential operational improvement is ERP, which is Enterprise Resource Planning. This controls every aspect of our company. It's going to control our website that we conduct our e-commerce business, distribution, our customer relationship management, human resources, our IT assets, sales, finance, accounts receivable, our warehousing, and our manufacturing. So there's not one aspect of our company that will not be touched by ERP. It will be It will touch every department, every aspect of our business. So we have here some key infrastructure upgrades that we're going to implement. So the first one is a real-time integrated inventory management fulfillment system. We've had some problems with lagging information, and this has resulted in confusion and problems with our customers. Everything will be real time in order to give customers the latest information. We will integrate our CRM systems so they will touch with ERP and be connected to all other departments, making the sharing of information more complete and more accessible. The ERP, as I said, will touch all departments and all systems. We will implement wireless access points in strategic areas, including in the warehouse, where we will use the wireless scanners to quickly input data for packages. And a very important upgrade will be the fiber optic business class bandwidth that we will trade our old network for. This will be the fastest available network that we can afford, and we plan to have voice over IP with quality assurance SLA guarantees from the service provider. We will have more services on fewer hardware machines. We will have multiple servers acting on one or more hardware machines, which will reduce hardware cost. And we will implement a new integrated automated ACD system to control the incoming calls, and that will reduce a lot of the problems we've had with call volume, controlling call volume. We have some upgrades to our code of conduct, which will be reviewed and revised, and our acceptable use policy for network IT resources will be reviewed and revised.